You are now listening to the Perceptive Readers Podcast. The Bitchute video platform. Here is an article that has been posted already on the pocketbooks.com website. And let's cover these headings together in this Perceptive Readers in short moment so that you will now have this information to know there is an alternative for maybe some of your videos or instructional videos that you use, for your audience or content creators who just want to do something fun or hobbies, what have you. Well, let's talk about it. And we get into a more deeper reasoning as to why you would probably use it at that. So we start off with the heading, helpful tips for the Bitchute video platform. I say for the perceptive readers, in this informative post about the Bitchute video platform, I want to relate how and why the benefits of using it is just what you need in your careers and for instructional purposes. At the very least, it is a viable additional platform for sharing to your present and future audiences. Under the heading, fair and free. Firstly, the Bitchute terms and conditions state the following. Quoting now, it is a peer-to-peer content sharing platform and associated services, collectively known as the service. I placed in there the pages that has the Bitchute policy and their privacy policy, and you will want to pay attention to the heading, what information does Bitchute collect, along with how they use the information. So let's move on to the next heading about here is Bitchute's process for protecting information. Here's another quote. We adopt appropriate collection, storage, and processing practices and security measures to protect against unauthorized access, alteration, disclosure, or destruction of your personal information, username, password, transaction information, and associated data stored on our service. Sensitive and private exchange between the service and its users happens over a SSL secured communication channel and is encrypted and protected with digital signatures. So that ends that quote. Let's begin with some of my comments. Now, secondly, we talk more about the fair and free as stated above. Can we be real, perceptive readers? There are major platforms, as in media storage, livelihood or income creation, and communication sharing purposes, whose actions show negligence in applying their terms of usage and have let the consumers or customers, people down. There are cases that show an outright biasness or bigotry in some views to censor people who do not ascribe or subscribe to the thinking for a cause that is truly based on an individual's conscience, choice to believe and participate or not to believe in actions towards an ideology without molesting or censoring the law, principles as well, abiding citizens. Yes, there are people who have been secretly judged adversely and unjustifiably censored for years on these platforms, and in recent years deplatformed, as the term is called, or cancel culture. Terms like shadow ban were created to explain the following. It is when your posts and videos are not removed from a platform. However, the administrators of these platforms make sure your videos and promotions do not show up in algorithms or are canceled, nor are your viewing stats accurately shown. Even your audio and digital publication are hidden away without your knowledge. which for some, they have financially suffered as professionals using quarterly business measurements bordering on, if not outright criminality from these hidden decision makers and administrators. Respectfully, but with experience, I'm saying, some of them show an immaturity that is incapable to carry out the position of authority they have been placed in. Hence, the mean-spirited this shows in their decisions to censor and shadow ban reasonable people. E.g., you can have thousands of people and subscribers viewing your video, and in your stats show a minimum to 0 views. Now, is that fair? Consequently, some of these platforms have been free for years, but the decision makers seem to now purposely make judgments that have caused them to lose their welcoming feeling of being fair. Are you able to name some of these platforms in mind? I'm sure you can. And in the next heading, it says Bitchute policy. See, Bitchute has been sticking to their standard operating policies that so far have promoted the view of the platform for being free and fair. You can also support this platform with a donation to help these hardworking professionals continue in their efforts of improvements on their media services. Well, Perceptive readers, as always, allow the smile on your face and heart continue to shine forth. Hope this helps, and best regards. The Product of Culture website, PocBooks.com. So that concludes this article for the Bitchute video platform and its Perceptive readers. Hope this helps in some way. You have a very nice day. Take care. You have just listened to the Perceptive Readers podcast. Remember, until next time, if you read something that encourages you to improve or enhance your life for the better, it becomes your reality.